Good day, welcome to King Where's Everything. We have a A1465 MacBook Air today, and this guy, you can see he's powered on, and I'll let it sit here for a while. Basically what will happen is you'll get the little dreaded folder with the little question mark in there, which means there's no operating system on here. And I did a little playing around with this fellow, and when you go like boot into like a recovery mode, and what happens, it goes through all the fun stuff. You try to initialize the drive, does not see the drive. I pulled it out and tested it, and this is the original drive back in here, just to show you what's going on. And we're going to give it a replacement because it does not detect the drive. So I'm assuming Mr. Drive is bad. So I went on to Amazon, and I got this fellow, and this is of course, Time Tech. Not sure how good the brand is, but I think this is 256 gigabytes. Let's see what we got here. Time Tech EMC 2559, 206 gigabyte SSD. So I think it's a PCIe version 2.0 that Mac used, because you'll see on here, I'm going to open it up for you while this guy's booting up. You can tell the difference between a M.2 drive and one of these because there's more pins. Let's see. It's not gonna. Oh, it's gonna fight me. I'm gonna fight the guy. There we go. And this was like maybe $40 or so. Not very expensive. Ooh, it's kind of interestingly packaged. Let's see what that sticker says. Time Tech. So you have to make sure when you do get a replacement. See, there you go. There's the folder, blinking folder. This actually looks just like the little close to the Mac one. A little different. More chips. But basically what you do is, you can see one side will be just kind of like a straight circuit board, and the other side, if you count these pins here, focus. Let's see, these pins here, there'll be like 7 pins here. I can't remember what the M2 or M.2 has on here, but the M.2 has this little part here is a little more, not as wide. So you'd have to make sure that you do get the right one, otherwise you're going to be sad because you got the wrong part. And we do not want the wrong part. But anyway, you kind of get the idea. You're going to be here forever with this little flashy thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to shut this off, take the part out, the little SSD, and put this fellow in, and do a little swapperoo, and then we're going to put the new OS on it. We're going to do recovery over the internet. One of the things you will need, go on Amazon, and this is actually, I think it was for Macs. Yeah. Screwdriver set for MacBook. Tri-Wing Phillips. Of course, we don't really, when we're interested in, there's a little Torx bit. These are very easy to take apart. I think it's this Torx bit. This is let's see, 1.2 by 25 millimeter. I think that's the one we used. I'm pretty sure, because it came with a bunch of other little, or maybe it's this one. 1.5 by 25. One of these little guys. You're going to need a very, very small Torx bit. Otherwise, you will never get this thing apart. So I'm going to flip this over. We'll shut her off for you. Come on. Oh, there you go. Turned it off. Let's get these guys out of the way. And I already cheated a little bit. That's what I did. Let's flip this over. Whee! You see, I took all the little screws out, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 small screws, and 2 little bit longer ones are these 2 little ones in the back here. And once you get the screws out, this fellow just pops off. You see, I taped them on here so I don't lose them, because you do not want to lose screws, because then you go, oh man, I lost a screw. And we're going to kind of clean off some of the dust off of here so that it's got another chance on life. You can see the little bit, it's a little dirty. And this little toolkit did come with a little brush, so you can go in there and do a little brushing, or you can like get some air and squirt it out. Get a nice little air squirter, because there were some like little dust bunnies in here. And I can't remember what year this, I'm thinking it's like 2011, 2013, maybe something like that. But still a really nice little laptop that we definitely want somebody to enjoy. This was actually a girl's laptop. It's got the Hello Kitty bag for it too. And so here's the SSD that we're going to take out. And there's one screw right here. Let me see if I can find the right bit. And it seems like this guy here, he was not magnetic, so I'm not sure what kind of material this screw is, so you got to be careful with this fellow. to not drop and lose him. I'll put him over there. Then this fellow here, he just pops right out. Maybe. There you go. And he just wiggle him out. It's a Toshiba. A little different. Looks like all the chips are under this one little block. And that's fine. I don't even know what this is. It's a 128 gigabyte, I'm assuming. Let me read it. Oh, it's a 64 gigabyte. So this is a 64 gigabyte. So they're getting quite the upgrade. And this is like one of the cheapest ones I could find because we don't want to spend a lot of money. I mean, the value of this, it's not worth a ton of money. But you don't want to pitch it out just because it's a little bit older. Let me see if I can blow some of the crumbs out of there. And basically just slide it in gently. Did I put it in right? I'm sorry, I put it in right. So the blank spot, the blank part on here goes up, and all the little pins are on the bottom. There, and that's it. Then you take Mr. Screw, and this guy's, like I said, it's not magnetic, so this guy's hard to, you gotta hold on to him. You don't want to drop him in there. He's gonna get in there. And we'll just snug him down. Oh, wait, did I put the old one back in? Oh, my bad. I put the original one back in. Let's take him out. See, I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. I'm a nutball. Whoa, almost lost the screw. I think I put the wrong one back in. Yeah, that's just Toshiba. So yeah, we want to put this fellow in blank side up, pins down. You see, he only goes in one way. He's got like a small notch in there. There we go. Now, so yeah, so this little young lady is going to get an upgraded SSD. You see there's some dirt in here. That's a little bit better. And we're just going to plop this on the back for now, and we will put the screws in later just to verify. Let's put him like that, right there. And let me turn you up. Whee! There we go. And turn them on. And we should get the same result because we do not have an operating system on here. But I think if you hit Command R, oops, probably should have done it. I think I missed it already. I'll shut them off. Come on, baby. I always like the boom. It's Command R. And you hold it for a little while. It'll eventually boot up into like a recovery mode. And then you put in your Wi-Fi key, or connect to your Wi-Fi, put your key in. There you go. See, it's already going into the network recovery, or internet recovery. I'll put these screwdrivers over here. But yeah, this little screwdriver set's kind of nice. You can see here's the part number. X02, or X0029H. DKXL, and I got this on Amazon because I did not have a Torx bit. That side came with a little screen cleaner, a little brush, a little spudger poker, another little, little tweezers, and another little green spudger, so that's kind of nice, and a bunch of little screwdrivers. And that was $6, so that's pretty sweet. Okay, so now we're at the internet. Choose your network, and I'm going to go offline while we do this so you don't get my key because you guys are snoopy. Okay, we're back. So you can kind of see I put my Wi-Fi key in and it's doing some downloading, and this shouldn't take too long because we have the Mac Daddy of a wireless network and internet connection, of course, in the lab. I'm going to put all these back in this little bag for the next MacBook or iMac that we repair. It's kind of weird. I've actually done quite a few MacBooks in the past. For some reason, it seems like a lot of these are failing, and it seems like the mid-2000 ones, or the 2013, 14, 15, 16s are all failing. At least a lot of them are failing. And we'll get back to the little girl. Let's see, there you go. A souvenir. Yeah, it's Time Tech, and this was 40 bucks. Have I heard of this brand before? No, I have not. But I figure for this price, why not? And you know, that's the weird thing about these guys, especially the, I've not seen very many SSDs fail. I have seen M.2s, some of those fail. Some NVMe's fail. But like I said, have I seen very many SSDs like the 2.5-inch hard drive size fail? I don't think I've seen maybe one of the thousands I've been through that have actually failed. So these have been pretty stable. But stuff like this, I have seen quite a few fail. Even fairly new computers, older computers. I don't think maybe the heat's getting these a little bit more because the little 2.5-inch drives are quite a bit larger. I think there's more surface area. Maybe they're a little cooler. This one, although it is kind of open, I just think they seem like they fail a lot more. Okay, so now we're going to be booting up here, and we should be able to pick our hard drive, initialize the hard drive. There we go. So use English, sure. And I'm going to reinstall it. Okay, we'll say continue. And because I'm connected to the network. Try again. Try again. Let's see. Let's cancel this. Let's go on the disk utility. Continue. Aha. So macOS based system disk 1. Oh, here it is. And we're going to say erase. Let's erase that. Erase it. See Apple SSD. Yeah. There it goes. And do a partition. Just say all of it. Let's see. Current partition. Partition information, macOS 250. Let's see, add it. Let's revert that. Let's see, I've got untitled, current, one partition, and apply, and partition it. It shouldn't take too long. Like I said, I haven't done too many of these. Okay, then we can say, gotta read, restore, first aid, and close out of this fellow. Install, continue. Because you aren't connected to the internet. Let's see. I think we need to connect. Okay, let me connect again to the internet. Okay, I had to join the network. Let's see, reinstall. There we go. Let's say continue. To download master computer will be verified. That's fine. And we're going to agree to that license because we're not even going to read it. We're just going to agree to it. Agree. And we'll pick him, say install. And we do just need to plug it in. Let me grab the power supply. Right, now we have a power supply. About 10 minutes remaining. So we're going to let this go for a while and install, and then we'll test it out. And we'll put it all back together. Thought you might kind of find this kind of fun. Here's the case it came in. Hello Kitty. So you can tell this was a young girl's laptop. That's kind of funny. I was carrying this around, and I kind of felt a little girly, but still. All right, let's go. It looks like it's got 8 minutes left. We'll be back when she's done. Update, just a small update. You can see it's installing OS on the disk, and we are at 3 minutes. 3 minutes, so hold on, we're almost at the end. And kind of like magic, we have a MacBook Air. Let's say continue. But I think once we get to this point, we're pretty much done. And we'll give you some Wi-Fi. Get some Wi-Fi. And now, let's say Transfer it from another Mac? No. Enable location services? Absolutely. Apple ID, we're going to skip that for now. Skip it because I don't know what our Apple ID is. Important OS X license. And we'll say continue. And I read it. You saw me read it, didn't you? Uh-oh. Full name. This will be the name for your home folder. Password required. Verify. Password hint. All right, I'm going to put something in here that they will know and write down. But I don't want you to see. I do not want you. That's you. Let's see. Hold on. Okay. I gave it a secret password. Let's see. Oh, look at Canada. What do you think? Let's do Chicago. City. Oh, boy, I don't know. Register this device to your Apple ID. We'll skip that for now. Just skip it. And thank you. Start using it. Let's use it. And I don't know if there are any passes or anything out there, but you kind of get the idea. Looks pretty good. Let's try the internets. Where's the Safari? There he is. Okay, that's a good sign. And I'm going to say we are done. Let's see if you can see about this Mac. More info. See, 4 gig of RAM. Oh, 1.6 gigahertz. It seems quite fast. Graphics, processor, memory. Kilobytes. Let's see. Does it say the hard drive? I have to go into disk utilities. Anyway, you get the idea. It looks like she's functioning. And I'm sure there's a bunch of updates out there for this. Let's see if there's any updates. Software update. It's going to check for updates. At least we'll get this young lady started off with a nice secure computer. And let's minimize him. I always like when it does that. Okay, what's this? Updates for your computer. Software update. Safari, iTunes, why not? Let's update it. Okay, well, there you go. We got a new SSD in here, 256 gig, from a whopping 64 gigabytes, and it did not take that long. So that's pretty cool. So pretty simple. And what I'll do next is I'll power it down, put those screws back in, put it back in the case, put it in its beautiful carrying case, and give it back to the young lady. And I think we made somebody happy. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. That's you guys. Have a great day.